Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today let's make an ice-dyed spiral. I prepped the shirt like normal. I washed it, dried it, soaked it in a soda ash solution for 20 to 30 minutes, wrung it out of my Panda spin dryer, and so it's just barely damp. I also have the shirt turned inside out. I'm going to spiral the shirt like normal, but this time I'm beginning the spiral in the lower portion of the shirt. Once the shirt is spiraled, I'm going to use some rubber bands to hold all the folds in place. I set the shirt aside because I was busy with some other projects, so the shirt is totally dry, but it doesn't have to be. You can go ahead and do this design with a damp shirt. I'm going to ice dye the shirt, so I've placed it on a rack, and I'm going to use some silicone cake molds to make myself an ice barrier around the shirt. I have a link down below in the description for where I purchased the silicone cake molds, as well as links to some other things that I use when I tie-dye, and I also list the dye colors that I've used on the shirt in the description as well. Before I begin applying the dye, I'm going to go ahead and divide the shirt into 7 sections using a washable marker. I realized I only divided it into 6, and so I had to readjust my lines a little bit. So fall is just around the corner. Even though it's over 100 degrees today, I decided it would be fun to use a little bit darker palette for the rainbow spiral. So I'm going to darken up this rainbow spiral and kind of make it a little bit more of a fall-inspired color palette. For the red, I'm going to use Cardinal Red from Dharma Trading Company. Then in place of the orange, I'm going to use Pagoda Red from Dharma Trading Company. For the yellow, I'm going to use Marigold from Dharma. The green is Dark Green from Pro Chemical and Dye. I'm going to use Indigo Blue from Dharma Trading Company. Imperial Purple from Dharma Trading Company. And I'm ending with Razzle Dazzle from Dharma Trading Company. I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of soda ash over the top of the dye, just to make sure that when all the ice melts and runs through the shirt, it doesn't rinse out all the soda ash. I want some left in the shirt to react with the dye. Then I'm adding a layer of ice on the shirt. After this first layer of ice melted, I checked the shirt and there was still quite a bit of undissolved dye sitting on top. I went ahead and added a second layer of ice and allowed it to melt as well. The dye had come through to the back side, so I just left the shirt alone and allowed it to process for about 48 hours. Then I took the shirt to my utility sink and I began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out any of the soda ash that was in the shirt. I untied the shirt and I gradually warmed the water up to hot and continued rinsing to rinse out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the shirt. Instead of just continuing to rinse, I added the stopper to my sink, added a little bit of Blue Dawn dish detergent and some hot water. I just allowed the shirt to soak until the water cooled off. Then I changed out the water and I continued the soaking process until the water was almost clear. Then I put the shirt into my washing machine along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent, and I washed it using a hot water cycle. After the shirt was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. Alright, so what do you guys think? I really like this shirt. I like the darker color palette myself. I think the colors blend really well into each other. I wasn't entirely sure about the pagoda red in place of the orange, but I think it works really well. And I like the color splits out of the Razzle Dazzle. So that blue area that you see up after the purple, that came out of the Razzle Dazzle. And I think that's a pretty and unexpected thing up in that area of the shirt. I also got really good color saturation. So the shirt is just really rich and deep. I think all of the jewel tones, they just look so pretty in this shirt. I mean, I don't know how to describe it other than saying I really like the darker color palette of the rainbow myself. So are you starting to pick up the fall vibes from this shirt? Does it have you wanting hot chocolate and cooler weather? I don't know if I'd go that far, but I really do love the shirt. But what do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you've enjoyed the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.